Okay, so today we're going to be looking at the song You. And so, since there's obviously videos for this song of him playing it, I'm gonna try and edit it so you can see how he plays it, or just watch the actual song, how he's playing it, and then I'll teach you how the part goes, and that should be a little more helpful than just me teaching it at the wrong speed or the wrong timing. So, alright, let's get started. So the first part is gonna go like this. So what he's doing there is we got a bend at the 9th fret of the 3rd string, and then we go to the 7th fret of the 3rd string, so it's going to sound like, and then he kind of, slides down. So we got, okay, and then it's going to go to the part where you can see he's tapping. So we're going to go like, so what that is, it's the 5th fret of the 2nd string, and then you hammer on 7 and 8 on the same string. Okay? And then you're going to tap on the 15th fret of the 2nd string. That's what we got. Okay? And then, in the video, you can see him pull off to other notes, but you can barely hear him at all. So, I'm going to tell you what notes I see, but really, like I said, they're barely audible. So we got, he pulls off to, I believe, 7 and 8. So he pulls off to 7, and then hammer-ons to 8. But if you don't do that, you can't really hear them anyway, so you don't have to do that. So far we got, okay? So here's kind of the second part. Okay, so what he's doing there, the first part's basically the same, the timing's a little different. It's a little more kind of aggressive on that second one. The picking is, and the vibrato is too, so. It's almost a, pinch harmonic kind of sound. Okay, so that's the same frets though as it was before. Now we're going to do a sweep, and I'm not exactly great at these, but what I believe it is the 14 of the 3rd string, the 15 of the 2nd string, and the 17 of the 1st string. So something like that. It could be so 14, 15, and then 14 and 17 both on the E string. But it's just going to add a tiny little extra. It sounds a little fuller when you do it this way, but if you do it kind of the easier way, then you barely have to sweep. It's just kind of like a chord more. And if you can't sweep or aren't good at it, like I'm not good at it, then I just prefer doing this one versus the kind of one. But anyway, so we got, and then he's going to slide down to 19, right? And I believe he just slides down. He doesn't pick it again. What I think is easier is I try to bend up to 19, kind of like that. You got the same sort of sound. If you're going for perfect accuracy, yeah, then I would slide down. But I find that I mess up more if I do it like that. So anyway, so we got, and then he's gonna do kind of thing. So that's a bend on the 17th fret of the 2nd string, and it's pretty gradual bend because in this case it's pretty slow, one note to the other. So it's gonna go, and that second note is just the 15th fret of the 2nd string. So we got, and then he goes down again. So that's those two parts. So we got, in all, we got, okay, so move on to the next part. Okay, so if you watch this next part, the only real difference is going to be the first part. It's going to be, instead of or something like that, it's going to be kind, kind of sounding. So what that is you just basically pull down, and come back. Kind of like that. Or, I mean, you can do it up too. So it's more, the other ones were just bends. Well, this one is a bend and release, but I think he pulls down, and it's probably easier if you pull it down versus going up. So, and then you just, again, go to the 7th. So we got the 9 on the 3rd string, and then it just goes back to this part, the 1. And that's exactly the same. So moving on to the next part. Okay, so this next part, we're going to go back to just the kind of sound. And he, again, almost hits a pinch harmonic. And in this clean setting, I really can't hit one at all. But it's basically just that bend at the 9th fret, and then a really aggressive kind of pick on the 7th fret. And then he goes back to the sweep and slides down to the 19, or bends up, whatever you want to do. And then this one is just going to be a quicker kind of thing. Instead of going, it's just going to be quicker from 17 to 15. So we just got, okay, so just 1. And that's it. The notes are all the same, timing's a little different. Now we're going to move on to kind of a completely different part. So here we go. Okay, so this next part is going to go something like that. So what that is you're just going to do hammer on 5 to 7 on the 2nd string. Okay, that's going to be kind of part 1 of that. And then you're going to do this. You're going to hammer on, it's 7 to 8 on the 2nd string. But I would suggest doing it 1st finger and 3rd finger. It might be a little, I mean, you would think you'd do a 2nd finger. But just when we slide, I have a easier time doing it with my 3rd finger. Because you'll see why in a minute. So we got 7 to 8. Then we're going to slide in the 15th fret. Same string, obviously. So we got. And then we're going to play the 14th fret of the 2nd string. And then 14th fret of the 3rd string. If we do that with our 2nd finger, we're going to have to go and either move our 1st finger over 2 frets or bend our 2nd finger. So I like doing it. It's easier. And on that last note, he has a lot of kind of vibrato kind of stuff. So that's that part. We'll move on to the next one. Okay, so this part's going to start the same. You just do another one of those. If you don't want to hammer on, actually I said hammer on before, but I think if you slide, it gets the same effect, and it's just easier to get down to the rest of the neck. So we're going to go, and then it's going to go. So what that is it's the 12th fret of the 1st string, then you play the 14th fret, then you bend it up, and release it. Okay. And then we're going to go, so we got, so that's the 15th fret of the 2nd string, bend up on that, so we got, okay, so that's that part. Then the next part is exactly the same as the one we did earlier, just the kind of thing. And then after that it's going to be different, so let's watch what he does.